Hey, so I'm at the airport and I have a meeting today with some global entry, but I also want to talk to you about how you're going to be able to raise your prices because of inflation and how you're going to be able to do it with the blessing of your clients and have them support you. So let's get started. This is where I'm recording. It's the kids' room. Got my Notion notes right here. I kind of don't like this. I'm gonna be that guy that's like, I like this better. I didn't know what that thing did. Okay, I want to show you first. San Francisco airport, and that's where the airport is right there. I'm sitting at the table, literally at the kids' table with my Notion right here on my iPad, other things. Here we go. Let's talk about how you are probably going broke and you don't know it, and after this video we're gonna stop it. It's the first thing. Let's just get right to it. Inflation is killing us. Inflation has raised fees everywhere. When you buy coffee, when you buy a drink, when you buy any food, when you hire somebody, anything, everything. Inflation, the supply chain shortage, the way the world is going, prices are just going super high. That means billion-dollar companies like Netflix, multi hundreds of million-dollar companies are also raising their fees. You know why? Because they're saying we need more money. How true that is, I don't know. But I know what is true, that you need to raise your rates and I need to raise my rates. So let's talk about the smaller companies, yourself and I. And if you're a photographer that hasn't yet started charging, start here and we're gonna start working your way up. In the United States, the government says that inflation has gone up 6.8%. That would be 7, let's just say 7, round it up. A lot of economists, a lot of people in the finance world think that it's actually much higher than that they're hiding some of the truth, that it's probably 10, 11%. I believe that because things have gone up so much this past year. Just to give you an idea of what 6.87% can do, if on January 1st, 2021, this last year, you had $1,000 in your bank as a savings in case of a rainy day, in case you want to save for new gear, whatever it might be. By December 31st of that same year, one full cycle, your money in the bank is now worth $930. Not $1,000, $930, because we have to factor in for the 7% of inflation. That makes you lose so much buying power. That makes you lose so much in the marketplace. You're actually losing money by keeping your money in the bank. And on top of that, if you don't raise your prices, what's going to happen is you're working just as hard, if not harder, for less money. Every year you're making less money. But this is the crazy part. This is the sad part too. Every year, because of inflation going up, you're having less and less and less and less money. But you're getting older and older and older and more tired and older and more tired. Every year, it's a downhill game. That means your business is, I wouldn't even say would be surviving, it's on a decline. That's going to take multiple years to reach a certain level. Now, as inflation goes up every year, you can't just raise your prices once or twice and then leave it there. This video is going to help you out a lot. This video is designed for you to be able to get into the system, into the habit of raising your fees and doing so with your clients' blessings. That right there is the secret weapon in all of this. So how do we fix this? Well, it comes down to 4 steps. I'm going to take you through steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 of raising your fees. I'm going to tell you exactly what to say to your clients, and you're going to have a few questions about, oh my God, how much do I raise them? How do I do this? And what steps? I got you covered on this whole thing. There are 4 steps to raising your fees. You're gonna realize that you're working for less money. You're gonna realize that you're getting tired, you're getting older. Everyone's getting older, y'all. You can't hide that, fight that, whatever. There's good filters, but still, you feel tired and you don't want to get older and keep working that hard. You have to realize that inflation is constantly going up. Some years it's gonna go like this, some years it's gonna go like this. Right now, we're in this mode right here. You realize that your $1,000 is worth $930. Now you keep that in the bank and keep your prices as is. What's that going to be worth the next year? Is next year 10% inflation? You've realized everybody has raised their fees to stay up and you're down here and you're getting left behind. That realization has to suck. That realization has to be humbling. And then once you get there, we can get to the decision process. The realization that it's all downhill unless you make a change should be quite sobering and should wake you up. Then we move to step 2, which is the decision. You have decided that you have value. You have decided that you have merit. You have decided how much you're going to raise your fees by. You have decided that people are going to respect you. You have decided that you're not going to just survive, that you're going to thrive. You've decided that you're going to sit in the driver's seat of your business. And you've decided that you're going to work with a client that respects your wage, no matter how tough the market is, and they're going to stick with you. And that's what you've decided. And when you decide, you have to feel it in your heart, in your soul. You have to say, no, this is what I deserve. And if a client decides not to stick with me, that's all right, because I've decided to put myself first. And you got to really feel that. You can't just say that. You have to feel that. You cannot take action unless you really, really, really feel that you've decided change. Because it's trying is lying. It's one of my favorite sayings I always say. I have my own favorite sayings. Trying is lying. You're gonna either decide to do something or you're not gonna do it. You're gonna take action or you're not gonna take action. The one day or once I do this, that is not gonna take you anywhere in life but to Brokeville. So now you've realized that multi-hundreds of $1,000,000 companies have all raised their fees. But you, as a multi-thousandaire type of company, you're not gonna raise your fees. But the billionaires get all the help, but you're not gonna raise your fees. We're not doing that. So I need you to decide that you have as much value as them. We went through 2 major steps already. We went through decision and realization. So now let's get to number 3. Number 3 is the action. Once you've done this, what does the action part mean? That means updating your pricing page on your website if you choose to list your prices. If you're one of the photographers that says prices start at, which is the one I prefer for you, prices start at 1,000, you just change that one line and you say prices start at $1,300, $1,500, 1,000, whatever that might be. I think that if I was to give you advice on this, all new clients should see the immediate effect of your price increase because of inflation. All loyal clients, all clients who have been with you over and over, those clients should get like a 30 or a 60-day warning. So when they do that, you're like, hey, I honor you. I want to give you a big cushion. Also, this is your opportunity to book a lot of sessions because they know prices are going to be going up. And yeah, it's not going to be at your new price, but this gets them to commit if they were sitting on the fence. So that's another plus of this. So with your grandfathered clients, your people that have come to you over and over, you give them a 30 or a 60-day. You give them plenty of time. You email them a courtesy email and you say, I just want to let you know that I would love to keep building with you. I would love to keep serving you. I've loved working with you, but I need to also stay in business. And just like everybody else, I need to raise the fees because, and they're going to understand it. Now, number 4 is relief. We found the problem and then we diagnosed it. Then we prescribed the cure. Your choice is whether you're going to take the remedy or the medicine or you're not. If you've diagnosed a problem and you've prescribed a remedy, and then you take that remedy, you're going to see relief. And the relief in this case is going to be increased revenue. It is going to be that you're not going to be barely surviving or actually on a downhill, you're actually going to be thriving. And that relief is that you are also going to learn that the world is not going to stop because you raise your prices. It's just what we do as business. And for whatever reason, artists feel like it's the biggest ask in the world. No, you raise your prices and you take care of artists. My editor raised his prices on me by 10% in January. I told him to though, but you know what I'm saying? Like everyone is going to get a raise. So now we see relief from a diminishing rate. We see relief from lack of respect. We see relief from just undervaluing ourselves. That's the relief process. But right here is from Melinda Taylor. She is, what is that noise? Oh, it's probably an airplane taking off. Okay. So I actually got a DM from one of my students, Melinda Taylor, and that's right here. And you can actually see that what she says about raising your prices is very effective. These are literally her words, and I left her name in it. So that's what it is. It works if you work towards it. You might be wondering a few things, like number 1, how much should I raise my fee by? Number 2, what will my clients say? Number 3, should I do it like all at once or do I just little drip at a time get to where I want so I can almost trick the client into literally going back up to where I want to go. So let's talk about those three things. Number one, what will your client say? The inflation has spread so far and so wide, and it's such a huge topic of conversation. So the educational part of this is already done for you. You don't have to educate the market about what's happening. They know. They've been paying at the pump. They've been paying at the register. They've been paying everywhere higher rates. So that difficult part of it is already out of your way. All right. So what will your clients say? They're not going to say anything. They're going to say, well, we figure it's a matter of time. So thank you for letting us know. Your clients understand the prices have gone up. So now you're just letting them know, hey, I'm a part of this equation. Please factor me in. It's really quite simple. And my personal belief, there's no study on this. I think that most people, 99% of people, are good. People don't know how to help you. People don't know how to stand up and say, how can I assist you? And if you tell people how they can help you, people know how they can help you. It's really quite simple. The second question that you might be having is, how much should you raise your rate? So let's just break it down. In the United States, supposedly, inflation has gone up 6.8%. Let's just say 7%. So if you don't raise your prices more than 7%, you're still working for less. If you just raise your fees by 5%, you're actually making less money. You're still 2% short. So for you to just stay even to only the year before, I'm not even talking about inflation from the years prior to that. For you to just stay even to last year, you have to raise your prices at least 7%. That's right there, just at the basic. But I also think that it's important to incrementally raise your rates too. And I think it's important to give yourself a raise. And I think that it's important to shut off clients with smaller budgets and open yourself up to clients with bigger budgets. So that's why I say add 3% to that. 7% for inflation, 3% for your raise, and it's a total of 10%. How much did you raise it? Minimum 10%. If you want to do 11 or 12, I support you. 15 is getting into this really dangerous area because people are like, oh, that's a big change. So I think 10, 11, 12 is a very safe area. If you really, really want to shake off some of the old clients, then you could do like a 14 or 15%. I don't know why I skipped 13, but we all skip 13. The third question that you might have is, should I do this all at once or should I do it like incrementally, like little tiny drops at a time? Well, here's my theory, one time. And if you were to do it multiple times, what will happen is you're constantly becoming a pain point for your clients. So it's always friction, like, hey, Wally just raised his rates 2%. Oh yeah? Didn't he raise his rates like 3% last month too? Yeah, that's weird. And then the next month, hey, Wally raises rates 5% again. What? Again? Dude, we gotta find another person. I don't know when this is gonna stop. And that's what's gonna happen. So if the educational part is already done for you, if the pain point is felt by everybody already, if you're gonna have that conversation, one and done, get it out of the way. So please don't drag this out more than it really, really needs to do. Simple as that. Those are probably the three biggest questions. Now, if you, of course, have other questions, put those down there in the comments and I'll jump in and I'll answer them for you. The biggest question, the one you've probably been waiting for, is how do we raise our prices? How do we raise them? Well, I'll tell you how. I would write an email and you can see me literally just writing a mock email right now. You can copy this word for word, or you could actually just take it, paraphrase it in a way that fits your clientele, your avatar, your personality. Just tell them what's going to be happening. Tell them why, tell them you value them, and then give them that grace. So let them know that all new clients are going to be getting effective immediately as of today, a rate increase. Because I appreciate you, because I want to build with you, because I want to give you some cushion time to adjust to this, I want to extend a 30, 45, or 60-day grace period, and then the prices are gonna go up. And this is a good time to invite them and say, if you wanted to book any packages in advance, now would be the time to do that. Thank you for watching this, and I'm going to tell you about which video you're going to watch next. If you are interested in learning more about your photography business, how you're going to increase your rates, how you're going to get clients, how you're going to thrive, this is a channel you want to subscribe to, because I'm using my career of shooting a lot of prominent people, and I'm using that experience to help you. If you are interested in making more money, and it seems like you are because you sat through this whole video, this video right here is going to help you out a lot, because you're leaving money on the table, and I think you can double if not triple your income. I did because of this one fee. It's called a production fee, and it's going to take you through all the steps that you need to make sure that you do it the right way. All right, so check that out, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.